What if I told you? There are cities the world forgot to shut off. No people, no power, but somehow, still broadcasting. Every city has a moment, the last breath, before silence takes over. We call it the last signal, the final transmission before a civilization disappears. Tonight, we're visiting cities that should have gone quiet a long time ago, but they didn't. These are their last broadcasts, starting with the most notorious of them all. Kowloon, 1993, Hong Kong, 33,000 people, inside a single city block. No government, no rules, no sunlight, reaching the lower floors. A city that wasn't meant to exist, but refused to disappear. When demolition crews finally arrived, they expected silence. They didn't find it. Kowloon wasn't empty, not entirely. The walls were still warm, as if something had just left, or never did. Whatever signal Kowloon broadcast in its final hours, it never fully stopped. We're still picking it up, right now, and if you listen closely, it almost sounds like screaming. The city may be gone, but the echo remains, trapped in the wires and the concrete. A reminder of a life that was forced to move on, yet stayed behind. We are tracing the signal to its source. Every frequency tells a story of a city that refused to die. In the data stream, we find the names, the dates, and the final desperate pleas of those who stayed. Some cities are meant to stay lost. Some signals are meant to stay silent. But we're listening anyway. Join us next time as we go deeper into the last signal. Stay tuned, the broadcast isn't over yet. Pripyat, Ukraine, the city that time forgot. April 26, 1986, 1:23 a.m. The control room registers, an impossible spike, a warning from the deep. For a moment, everything goes silent and still. Then, a decision is made. 1. They will not survive, only the ruins remain. Within 36 hours, 50,000 people are gone, a city emptied, evacuated, forced to leave their entire lives behind in the dust. The city is sealed, a ghost town left to the elements. The zone goes dark, swallowed by the deepening shadows. But that's not the whole story, because something was never turned off. It still pulses with life. Inside Reactor 4, in a sealed communication room, the signals still pulse. The broadcast equipment is still active, transmitting across decades, still transmitting deep into the night. On a frequency no one is supposed to hear, an impossible wave in the dark. We found it, hidden where it shouldn't be. We recorded it, the sound of a void that should not exist. And if you're hearing this now, you're listening to it, the sound of absolute dead silence. If this signal is reaching you, follow it. Hit subscribe before the next city goes dark. We broadcast from the void. We broadcast every week. Hiroshima, Japan, a concrete island floating in a sea of ghosts. An island made entirely of concrete, rising out of the sea like a tomb. Rising out of the sea, like a piece of civilization that doesn't belong. At its peak, 5,000 people lived here. Residents in every window. Miners, families, children, all vanished into the grey sea. An entire world, compressed into 16 acres of concrete and ghosts. Then, one message changed everything, a voice echoing through time. The coal was gone. The heart of the island finally stopped beating. The island was no longer worth saving. Residents were given 24 hours to leave, a mass exodus into the unknown. Most of them left everything behind, a life frozen in dust. Clothes, toys, photographs, lives paused in place, left to rot. Lives paused in place. We entered Hiroshima last year, inside the old school building, 3rd floor, where the past remains. We found something, still running, a projector, spinning silently in the absolute darkness. No power grid, no maintenance, only shadows and decay, and yet, it never stopped. The film it's showing, we couldn't identify it. No records, no archive. Just images that don't belong to any known history we're still trying to understand. Detroit, Michigan, America's last signal. The city that built the century, factories never slept. The Silverdome. 80,000 people, in a single moment. On game day, the noise was so loud, they said the roof once lifted. The last game was in 2001. After that, silence. In 2017, the demolition team entered. They expected dust, but inside, an echo, like a crowd, cheering, alive. They found nothing, but the sound never stopped. It's still there. We recorded it. Listen. Every city has a last signal. We're recording them all. Before they disappear, is anyone still out there? Follow the last signal before yours goes dark too.